Hey, what is up, guys? It is Ghost837 or History King 837 coming at you with some Assassin's Creed gameplay, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And I mean, I just felt like playing some Assassin's Creed Brotherhood today because I mean, you know, I haven't played this one in a while, and I feel like I want to talk about a topic that's always been on my mind that I was thinking about doing, and it also relates to the Bible. Well, not really. It doesn't relate to the Bible, but relates to something that involves none other than these little guys right here, the Romans. Here, let me pull up my dagger, Brutus. Why? Because this thing is beast. Alright, hold on. So today's topic today is, yeah, I meant to assassinate those guys. Didn't go. These Romans didn't work out so great. Yeah, so, as I was saying, today's topic is, you know, basically about, well, none other than Brutus. I mean, now to those who actually don't know who Brutus is, Brutus was basically the assassin, the man who killed the famous Cesare Borgia. Well, I mean, now I sound like a retard saying that. I meant to say, he was the famous man that had killed I almost said Pontius Pilate, Caesar. If you don't know who Caesar is, Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar was basically, in my mind, he was the most dastardly, he was the most cruel emperor. He was basically the greatest Roman conqueror in my mind. And I mean, he conquered a lot of things. He conquered almost everywhere in the name of Rome. He conquered Jerusalem, he conquered Israel, he conquered all of Rome, he conquered all of, you know, basically, I believe, all of, like, you know, the Italian peninsula, if I can remember correctly. Now, anyways, though, what Brutus did most significantly was in about the early, you know, the early ADs of Earth. That makes it sound retarded. In the early ADs of Anno Domini, or, you know, or if you're all science and not religion, the Common Era, CE. Basically, Brutus rose up in the name of justice, because what Brutus did was he wanted to actually help the people get away from the rule of Julius Caesar, and Julius Caesar was a cruel ruler. He was not kind to the people of Rome. He would kill anybody in his path. Even though he defeated the enemies of Rome, that doesn't mean he was a good guy. He actually was very cruel, especially also one of his many famous generals, also mentioned in the Bible, Pontius Pilate. He led that whole thing in Jerusalem, which killed many Israelites, all by the hands of Romans. And the Romans, in my mind, they all are cruel, because many of the Romans are very smart, especially this time period in the Renaissance, when, you know, science, enlightenment is coming around, and religion. But let's get back on topic here. So Caesar was a cruel ruler, and what actually Brutus wanted to do was he wanted to end the life of Caesar, and he accomplished this. And how the story of the assassinating of Caesar goes, it goes by Brutus actually leading the people, leading the high council, I'm going to say, of, you know, basically, of Rome. And Brutus was the head charge of this, because he basically led the assault on, it was just Caesar himself, with his council, and his council members, and Brutus attacked him. And this was very interesting, because here is a man that everyone highly respects. Okay, I'm starting to lose my sense of mind here. A man highly everybody represents. Sorry about that. Anyways, though, I mean, Brutus arose, and, you know, the killing of Caesar was a great victory to the people, because the people were sick of his cruel ruling, especially the Israelites, after what the Romans did to Christ, killing him. And anyways, basically, this is basically, that was basically the story of Caesar. I know it wasn't in full exact context. I mean that's what I always remember from hearing of stories of how Caesar was killed by his council, by his members were involved with Brutus. But I mean, I just wanted to show this video today because, you know, I was in this sort of Roman mood, and I've been reading up on the New Testament. I'm in the hundreds and pages. I still got over 700 pages to go. But I mean, I thought it was interesting to talk about Caesar because, in my mind, Caesar, dude, he was cruel. We all know he was cruel, and basically, if it wasn't actually for Brutus, imagine how many more people would have died by Caesar's hand. Think about that. I mean, that would have been terrible. Imagine Caesar went on a whole European conquest. That would be interesting to see in history. But yeah. Also, anyways, Brutus actually, John Wilkes Booth, once referred this in, you know, in 1865, when Caesar conquered the enemies of Rome, in, you know, yada yada yada, Brutus arrived. Brutus arose and you know, killed the famous Caesar. The people cheered him on. Booth said, I believe correctly. What I'm saying right now is not fully correctly, but anyways, let me continue. And he said, I stand with Brutus, meaning John Wilkes Booth, meaning he was going to assassinate Abraham Lincoln. He was standing with a fellow assassin who killed a great man. Psych, not even a great man at all. A terrible man indeed. And, you know, this is why sometimes you can't, you know, always trust these great rulers like Caesar, because when men like Caesar arise, there's always going to be those kind of men like Hitler. He was kind of like a German Caesar, only he was an Austrian. He was not German-born, but he led Nazi Germany to, hell, a technological advancement, and, you know, well, that's off topic. Anyways, though, when we think of assassins, I mean, Brutus was an assassin, but he wasn't a cruel one. He wasn't an evil one, desire for lust of women and money and power. He was the man who was going for the helping of the good of justice of the people. He did that. He did these great things to help people, not to enslave people or, you know, make them fall down to his bidding because he was an assassin who killed a ruler, but a man who wants to be respected. And, you know, people praised him for that, of killing Caesar, which was very interesting, because not many assassins, you see, are always getting praised by killing a ruler. But, you know, that's how basically the story goes. I mean, Caesar was a cruel ruler. I mean, you cannot doubt that, not ever in your mind. Sure, we think the Romans now, like in this game and in previous current events, were evil, but when we think about it, sometimes it could have been the thing of religion, of science, of different beliefs, you know. That was like sort of like almost the main cause with Caesar when conquering the enemies of Rome almost, and other kind of things. It wasn't all mainly religion, but it was all mainly different ties with certain specific political events, maybe. You know, it could be anything. Stabbed, brought down, dead much. But anyways, yes, you know, I think I'm gonna wrap up the video here, guys. You know, I hope you guys liked the video. Leave a comment, rate, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Before we go, I'm gonna kill all these Romans here. In the name of Brutus, I kill you. Uh-oh. Spear, out of the way. So guys, hope you liked the video, and here's my man Ezio. Peace. Also have a great day.